Wow, this is a terrible situation. I've been channeling this morning the collective, and manipulation came out. So I want to take a look at the manipulation. Someone's being bribed financially by an earth sign, probably. They give them false promises, telling them, you know, I'm going to do this, this, and that, A, B, and C. This is going to happen. Just to keep them stuck in place. They're sitting on false hopes, false promises. This earth sign could also be a strong fire element, more than likely a Leo. This person is confident and arrogant and very good at manipulation. This person uses money or items that cost money to move the pawns on the chessboard. They know what they're doing. They know what card they have to play. They use it to their advantage to gain power, control. This isn't about gaining respect. This isn't even about someone wanting love. Why does this person want to manipulate and get control? Because they want this person to pursue them and only them. That's what they want. They want this person's full attention. If they look any other direction, anger. This person is so controlling to the fact they monitor this person's every moves. They might even have a tracking device on their car, or a GPS tracker, or cameras in their bedroom, just weird stuff. And you're just like, wow, this is crazy. Why would they do that? Why? Why is it so important that this person pursues them and only them? They seem so empowered. They seem so in control. Is this witchcraft? Is this witchcraft, Spirit? Is this person a witch? Has this person put a spell on this individual? Queen of Swords. They put a curse. They speak things onto this person. They cause quarrels through words. This person may not manipulate with candle magic or rituals or spells, but they speak things into existence. Chants, mantras that they say every day. Like, this person will love me and only me. This person will follow me and only me. This person will obsess over me. You know, they say stuff like that. Excuse my dog. Sumo, settle. Sumo. All right. So anyways, you know, a lot of people curse and they don't realize they're cursing. Some Christians curse, you know what I mean? They don't realize they're speaking curses onto people, you know, by saying like, you'll always fail, or you always do this. Oh, I know your intention. Your intention is fill in the blank. So many people curse and they don't realize. That's why they call saying bad words curses, curse words. You know, words mean something. They stand for something. And Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, this person is not very nice. Can you explain a little bit further, Spirit, why They want Knight of Cups for them. They want things to go in their direction, how they want. Again, pure control. All I see with that Wheel of Fortune is I want things to go my way. If it doesn't go my way, you're going to be walking on eggshells. You're going to be sorry. So they might even threaten. They may threaten with the Queen of Swords. And this is, you better do as I say. Okay? There's going to be a lot of problems in your life and the people you care about if you don't. So the reason being here is the world is mine, Wheel of Fortune. I'll tell you what, this is the kind of person, if something doesn't go their way, you're going to hear about it. They're going to be very upset, bothered. It's just not going to go in a good direction. So you already know this person's temperament: argumentative, temperamental, and impatient, and bossy. Spirit, can you tell me what's going to happen to this person that's manipulating? Sounds like a karmic to me. Two of Pentacles. The Moon. Eight of Swords. Bottom of the deck here would be Eight of Cups. Honestly, what I think is going to happen is they're going to have to shut their mouth. They're walking a very fine line, and the Moon reveals shadows and secrets and hidden ulterior motives. Their motives will be revealed. People already have an idea of what they're doing, but this person is going to be quieted. They're going to have to shut their mouth. They're not going to be able to speak. That's what's going to happen. I feel like their life is up in the air. They really have no stability. It could drop at any moment. They already know their relationship is very, I don't want to say fake, but very vulnerable. Like it could fall apart at any moment. Their career could fall apart at any moment. Their financial security could just drop. You know, they're very worried about it. So this is why they're trying to control every aspect, because their world could fall apart. They're very aware. I honestly think the people that they want in their life, and more importantly, the significant other, is going to be walking away. And it's only a matter of time. Let's see how this person feels. The one that they're with, the one that they're manipulating. How does this person feel? And I feel it could be a Scorpio. Show me this person. I'm worried about my legacy. Oh, so they feel like they're just worried about what people think about them. Not themselves, but they're like, you know how I feel? The person who's manipulating me and controlling me, all they care about is how it looks on the outside. What kind of a mother they are, what kind of a father, what kind of a spouse, what kind of a friend, what kind of a boss, what kind of a worker. Like, that's all they care about. They just want everyone to look at them and praise them. They're not here for meaningful relationships. They're here for high fives. You know, good job. They want respect. There was a fight 5 days ago, and it blew up. It was pretty bad. There's going to be another fight in 8 days. Or maybe just 8 days after the 5. Like there's a 5 and an 8 cycle. I feel like that might resonate for some of you. There's a fight every 5 days and then 8 days after that. Like it's like a cycle. And it feels like sometimes you have a good week and obviously the next week it's not. Shorter than the next week it's not. Now, the last fight was about where this person was spending their time. That's what the fight was about. Where do you spend your time? What are you doing with your time? Questioning somebody's time. Spirit, can you clarify this energy? Can you clarify why this controlling individual wants this? Setting clear boundaries. Oh, wow. This person is like, I expect you home at this hour. I expect you to walk through that door at this time. If you're not back by this time, it means you're doing something else. This person can't stop and get gas after work? Go get a cigarette? Go get a snack? Go to Walmart? It's like they can go to those places after they check in. That's honestly what I'm seeing. Like, check in with me. I just saw 1111 on the screen. Check in with me. Tell me where you're at. I want boundaries. I'm going to set clear rules. Yeah. Tell me how this person is feeling about these rules and boundaries. And why in the hell do they want to stay in this connection? Because they're going to walk away eventually. But why are they even here right now? You know what I mean? Spirit, show me how this person feels. Exploring every inch of you, studying. Body, mind, and soul, I'm no good, toxic. So they're just like, oh, I feel like I'm learning a lot about this person. I am learning. I am studying every move, every word, every action. And I'll tell you what, they kind of like to be controlled a little bit. I'm sorry. This could be you. This could be your partner. I don't know who's liking it. But this person kind of doesn't mind that someone wants to crack the whip on them, if you will. Maybe they find it even a little bit attractive. Some people like to be dominated. I'm not saying they love it. I'm saying they don't mind it. You know, it's not like, for some people, maybe like you and me, this would be a deal breaker. It would be like, oh, you have control? Oh, you're telling me when I have to be where? It's over. Bye. Front door. There it is. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. For some of you guys, you're like, I wouldn't even tolerate that for 1 second. But you're not this person then. Because this person's like, well, kind of turns me on a little bit. This person's really obsessive over me, really wants me. They're confusing this angry control with desire. They have some kind of sick sexual situation going on, honestly. Maybe there was something that happened in childhood for this individual. Honestly, it's kind of scary. It's like, what happened to you? I like to think of like a dominating feminine figure that this person might have had in their life that, who knows, did what, you know, God knows, hopefully not. But anyways, there's this, I'm an adult, I'm a good person, I'm growing, I shouldn't be in a relationship like this. You know, these are the thoughts this person does have. And then there's this, wow, they're really into me. They're really all about me. They're really in love with me. They almost confuse this control and obsession with that. They kind of like it. But at the same time, they say that, you know, they like it, they're fighting back. 5 of Swords. It's like they like the drama, they like to fight. So this person, at the same time that they're kind of liking it, they're like, leave me alone, back off. Don't do that to me. Don't say that to me. You know, there's that kind of energy. And it's like, you know, I don't really know how to handle a real relationship, a real mature relationship. And so this is a very damaged mental individual. I don't know how much you want to be involved with this person. People that allow someone to bulldoze them like this and they're okay with it and they even like it a little bit, yet they look like they're fighting it, is weird. It's definitely a little twisted. All right. Let's get some more explanations. Spirit, can you give me a little bit more detail on the connection with this person? Please show me. Dark night of the soul. This is as bad as it gets. This person is depressed, beaten, defeated. Absolutely. In fact, it couldn't get any worse, is how this person feels. It couldn't get any worse. Why not put up with this person? Why not? My life is in shambles. And what else am I going to do? Hi, Doja. Thank you for your support, love. Thank you so much. Look at that, though. Yeah, this person's just like, I don't know what to say. I don't even know how to defend myself. How can I defend myself when I'm so beaten down and I'm so insecure against the Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords? What am I supposed to say to her? What am I supposed to do? They have me where they want me. You need to kind of pray for this person to have some encouragement to stand up against this manipulative, abusive tyrant. Spirit's trying to work on them. Spirit is like, come on, let's do an inner journey. Let's go for a walk. Let's explore the soul. What is this person learning as they explore? Let's take a look. They've got some kind of grief. Spirit, what is this person being shown by the Almighty? What is this person finding out and discovering in themselves as they've put up with such a tyrant and they actually were okay with it? They know this person's toxic. They know this person is no good. So this person's been wanting to go to church, but preferably a Catholic church or some church with incense, because that's what I'm smelling. There is grace in denial. It is nature's way of letting in only what we can handle. All right. So the person that's with this individual is in denial. But you know why? Because that's all they can handle. They can't handle a whole lot right now. They just don't have the tools in the tool bag. They're very, very hurt. They're a very wounded person. Honestly, foxes seek out the prey. This is a fox. This is a wily, clever fox. And they can pick someone out who is damaged and wounded, and they will manipulate them, even financially if they can. But this person doesn't want their money, because I really think this person is broke. Dark night of the soul is 5 of Pentacles. So I kind of feel this person already doesn't have a lot of money to give. But that's the tool that this Queen of Wands is using, is like, oh, you don't have money? How sad. Well, I have money. I'll help you with strings. I'll be here for you. I'll support you. Just commit to me and only me and do as I say. It's always strings. It's not like, I'm just going to do it because I love you. I'm just going to do it because I care. It's always a reminder. This person loves to 5 of Swords remind. Do you remember what I did for you when you had COVID? Do you remember how I stuck up for you when the family was against you? Do you remember when I paid for you to survive when you weren't working? Do you remember? Do you remember when you had no way to afford a place to live and I provided it? Do you remember that? Do you remember when you needed that one thing and you couldn't get it and I pulled out my credit card? Or I signed on a contract or a paper with you so you could afford it, so you could get it, so you could get approved? Do you remember that? That's the manipulation this person is using. Small financial moves, little tactics. And this person's like, yeah, I remember. That's why I'm here. That's why I am putting up with you. That's why I'm allowing you to do this to me. And you know what? Maybe I like it a little bit. Maybe this is what I deserve. Maybe this is what I need in my life. It's very sad and it's very twisted. But that's what we're looking at with this kind of sick manipulation and the person who apparently doesn't mind so much this sick manipulation. I'm just flat out disgusted by it, to be honest. I don't... Surprised, to say the least. Let's get a card here. Spirit, what do you see as an outcome? Is this person ever going to heal and get over this manipulative individual? There's Scorpio energy here, so by God, I hope this person dies to self and becomes reborn. I hope this person gets out from under this manipulative a-hole's thumb. Spirit, I see in the outcome, the manipulator will be silenced and their peripheral balls will drop. It's only a matter of time in a cycle with the moon. It's only a matter of time before the secrets and the truth comes out. Right now, it's kind of an illusion. And they're just crazy. This person is psycho. But bottom of the deck, Spirit says this person that is being taken advantage of will grow in self-love. Okay, they will. And taking off the mask. This person plays a good boy, good girl role for this individual. Maybe they had twisted parents. This person plays, I'm behaving, I'm doing as you ask, but they're not. They have their own secrets. The manipulator thinks he or she has won, but they don't in the end. They just don't. This person is merely playing a role to fulfill their needs. And as sad as that is, you might even say pathetic. That's all they feel they can do right now, is be bullied and play a role. The mask of the manipulator will come off. They're going to have their number. They're going to pull their card. But surprisingly in this reading, the real person that's wearing the mask is the person that is tolerating this and putting up with it. That's the person that's wearing a mask. They're just playing a role. a role they may have played their whole life. And it's the good boy, good girl role. They might even phrase it as that, good boy or good girl. They may use it. They may use the term good, like I'm being good. I've been good. If you hear this person talk and you hear that, know that's their inner child coming out, expressing that this is what was expected of them at home. Be good. Don't be yourself. Don't be real. We're not real. We're fake. And you just be good and play along. My channeling is also telling me the person who's being bullied, their family was very fake. They had really nice family photos, but a terrible argumentative family in real life at home behind closed doors. Family and friends thought highly of this family, but really there was a lot of other stuff going on. Sorry. No. Try it with your nose. Okay. So as this person is going to take off their mask, which they will, they're going to stop trying to appear different to who they really are. They're coming to a soul-searching path. They're going to start walking that journey. They're going to start doing the inner work. It's going to be time soon to take off their mask where they can see the real them. They're going to realize they cannot get the love and attention they crave by pretending to be somebody they're not. They want to be so much the good boy or the good girl, so this Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords will just truly love them. But that will never happen because that evil queen is just using her power to manipulate a wounded person. They don't really care about who the real person is. They want the fake. They want them to fake smile in the camera. They want them to fake the happy relationship on social media. They don't want the real them. And this person is going to realize that. So why are they so frightened to be honest with themselves and to show other people the real them? Is it that they feel they're going to lose people? The people in their life, the friends, the family members that are there for them now, they're going to lose them? Do they feel like they're going to lose opportunities by showing other people the raw, real imperfections in them? Their fears, their pitfalls, their failures, the truth of who they are, which may be very ugly, dark. They are constantly doing things to please others, even if them doing it doesn't really work out for them. They still do it. They will know that they are evolving when other people's judgments no longer impact them. And that's why this card came up with how they feel about their manipulator. They're worried about their legacy. They're both worried. They're in this weird, sick, karmic show. None of it's real. None of it's really, really them. None of it. They probably have an incredible heart, but it's buried under a lot of failures. They probably have incredible talent, but they really don't believe in themselves. You know, when people are very talented, people want to crush them. This person feels to me in my intuition as I'm reading very crushed. Like they were very good at drawing or art, but somebody crushed their dreams and said, you can't make a living off of that. Maybe they were a very talented boxer or this and that, and somebody said, you can't go far in life like that. It's not going to happen for you. You need to get a real job. That's just fantasy. People who make money off of that are like 1 in a billion. It's never going to happen to you. You know what I mean? That kind of talk. Somebody might have said, oh, you're never going to be really happy in marriage. I mean, look at you. You're 5'5" or shorter. You're not that attractive. Like, really, who are you going to get? They're just like, wow, I'll show you. You know, somebody pointed out their faults or imperfections as a child. Whatever that was. Maybe it was they were overweight. Maybe they were uneducated. Somebody as a youth did this. And they just are like, God, okay, I don't want to be judged anymore because it hurts. It's harsh. It's painful. Maybe their own mom judged them. Maybe their siblings, their dad, friends, whoever, but they're just like, I don't want to go through that anymore. I'm just going to be what everyone wants me to be and just keep them smiling, keep them happy. I don't want to see a stern face at me. I don't want anyone to get mad or tell me off or judge me. I'll just be good, be what they want me to be. No one will say anything. Where do you think I should work? You think I should work there? Okay, I'll go work there. I'll do it. Okay. You know, you want me to do that? Okay, I'll do it. You know, and that's just their wounding here. So they felt very unloved, disliked, and doubted as a youth. Anyways, and that is, this is a lot of the grief that they're healing, and that's what they're doing. Now, what is the explanation for this Queen of Wands? You know, what is her excuse? Honestly, to be so controlling. I feel a different deck. So down here they have Toxic Witches, which is the Devil card, number 15, Major Arcana. Be cautious of those who take more than they give. And then we have Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Nurture what you have and see how it grows. So this is flat out, we never had enough. Poverty. Ironic that this person uses money or just even materialistic things to control a partner when they themselves grew up in poverty. They were told by their parents, we don't have enough. Do you think money grows on trees? Don't eat that. Finish your food. Don't waste that. You know, you're lucky you have that. Other people don't. And they were denied a lot of things growing up. They were denied clothing. They were denied treats. They were denied things. There was a lot of strict energy in the home. They always felt like they just didn't have enough. They didn't have enough of something. And they also didn't have enough love. I don't think they were told at home, I love you very much. You know, they just also didn't feel like they were enough. So no wonder this person grew up into the Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords. Like, look at me, look what I built. Look what I have, look what I did. And really, this is a recognition. This person wants to be recognized, seen. So they felt very unseen growing up, unimportant, irrelevant. And now they want to be the center of the show, the star. And they built this life and they want it to be perfect. They want everyone in their family to say, look at Mr. and Mrs. Queen of Wands. Look what they built. Look what they have. Look at their good marriage. Oh, look how in love they are. Look at their house. Look at their things. Look at their car. Look at their business. Look at what they've created, right? Queen of Wands. But it's not all that. They don't have everything. They think they do. And I've known people like this in my life, guys, where they live on the bad side of town and their car is not all that. It's like, it's just not. And yet they kind of go around with this better than everybody else attitude. They really believe that. And they make other people feel less than. But deep down, they're very insecure. Especially when they get around somebody else that actually has nice things. They put on a good front. They laugh. But deep down, they know they haven't made it. They didn't really make it in life. Not in love, not in relationships, not in money. So what power and control do they really have? What voice do they really have? I think we all know it's not a loud voice. They didn't make a big imprint in this world. But this is why they're abusive at home. I may be a nobody out there, but in here, in this relationship, I'm the boss. I'm in charge. In this house, or in this apartment, in this unit, I pull the strings. I hate to say it, but somebody that grew up under such controlling circumstances can sometimes become this kind of overbearing tyrant. And that's what they are in this relationship. And they're nobody. They're not a big shot. Not to anyone else. And that's why they're toxic. They may even stay toxic. Spirit, what do you want to say about the prediction for this outcome for this couple, or this energy that I am reading between two people? What do you want to say? We have endure. That's all they do in this relationship is endure it. They don't love it. They're not enjoying it. This is not a happy, reciprocated, loving connection. They're honestly just like, I put up with you. I put up with you for the sake of my legacy and the fact that everyone knows we're together. What a negative situation. The number 38. This card says, the cold moon, the full moon, the mother. The full cold moon is a time to endure life's difficulties. Here painted as the mother of the cold moon, holding out against the shadows in her life that are just grasping at her as she tries to move forward, and as she confronts past trials and tribulations in her life. The mother's winged confidant by her side lets her know she's not alone. Drawing this card means you or a loved one is definitely suffering something very painful. They're enduring a very confusing or unpleasant relationship. And they are pushing themselves through this moment in life. They need to know they're strong. And through this, there's an incredibly hard in the moment lesson. But they will move past this to better times. If it is a friend who's suffering, maybe you should consider being like the owl to this card and let them know they are not alone in these hard times. And I think that's why this person kind of reaches out to you as a friend or another lover, perhaps. They just don't want to feel alone in their suffering. That may just be the honest truth. Spirit, can you give me an outcome? Let's see. Spirit, can you give me an outcome? And a timing card, please. What do you see coming soon? All right, it's going to be one out of here. Bottom of the deck is justice. Stick to your truth and everything will turn out just fine. And the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, what an abundant opportunity. Just like we started with the Ace of Pentacles. You know, this person who's being manipulated, they're going to get another chance. This is not the only place for them in this world. They're going to take the mask off. They're going to see. They're going to work through this, okay? And Spirit, the Almighty, is going to give them a chance to redeem themselves and be better and escape what kind of feels like purgatory. Not alive, but not dead. They're going to get justice. You're going to get justice if you're watching this. Justice will prevail. This tyrant, this manipulative, abusive tyrant is going to get what's coming to them with justice. Karma's coming. And this person who grew up in poverty and now uses financials to manipulate others, that's not the way the spirit world wanted them to go. They were supposed to be generous. They were supposed to feel blessed and nurture and care for others and share and be a friend, be a support, be a loving and kind, generous person. God, my dog. Stop it. So they obviously took the other route. Let's go ahead and read this. Once someone made the mistake of telling this middle judge that it wasn't feasible for her to practice both the law and the craft. So naturally, she took that as a challenge to do both. In a serious tone, she tells you being honest with others is extremely important. But being honest with yourself is maybe more important. And as long as you're doing both, you have nothing to worry about. You will be treated with the same fairness reflected in your actions. And if you pull this card, personal justice is coming. And if that's what you're looking for, you can sleep soundly knowing that everything will likely rule in your favor. She delivers with a reassuring wink that things are working out. And with the Ace of Pentacles, someone has been attracting money and abundance into their life, intentionally, and maybe even unintentionally. Well, I hope you know that it's going to be something marvelous, because you may soon see some results from those efforts. Results, actual physical changes. Keep an eye out for offers related to money, career, jobs, materialistic things, houses, cars. Okay? Now, this card merely indicates an offering. It is not a sure thing by any means, but you still have to decide whether you're going to accept it. If it is indeed what you want, then this card encourages you to go ahead, grab it. After all, the hand that's holding out the pentacle may get sick of waiting and move on to somebody else who's much more willing to receive it. That's a good way to think of it. Someone's hand may be out, but not for long. You know, this person's hand is only out to get gains, to get gains of control and looks, you know what I mean? That's the only reason their hand is out. But the fact that you guys got it again means there is going to be an offer to this person, kind of a get out of jail free card. And the spirit universe is just like, hey, you don't have to stay stuck here, bro or girl. You don't got to be here. I don't know why you believe that, but you don't got to be here. There's a better way. There's a better life. Come on. The spirit universe is not going to hold their hand out permanently. Like, okay, I'll just wait till you're ready. No, it's just not how it's going to happen. They're going to get a chance. And if this reading is about you today, and I hope it's not, but if it's about you and you are being manipulated by an a-hole financially to keep you in a situation with them and to keep you smiling and putting up with whatever, I really hope that's not you. But if that's you, there's going to be an opportunity again to get out of this. It may not be a shiny new relationship, but it is definitely a chance for change. And there's going to be some physical gifts and some blessings to encourage you to get out. Maybe a new job, maybe a new place to live, different state, maybe an offer to go back to school, maybe an offer to move in with another friend or someone. Whatever it is, I hope you can take it, because I wouldn't want you to stay stuck in this, not with that toxic person. Even if it's just encouragement to close the door and walk away, 8 of Cups. Go to church or go with a friend or do some spell work or do something. Someone encourages you to step away. I hope you take it, because that offer may not be there. Sorry guys, I hope you can hear me. I was getting a call, unfortunately. Okay. So anyways, as I was saying, that offer may not be forever. So if that's you, I really hope you can find your way out of this. However, for the lot of you that are not watching because this is you, you are not stuck in anything, but you're watching someone you love. This could be your daughter, this could be your son, this could be your significant other, this could be your DM, your DF. You know, they're stuck in something that you wish they would just get out of, that they're not seeing the light. Then this reading is very promising that your person is going to have an opportunity to get out and escape this tyrant's rulership over their life. That the universe sees the pain and the suffering, and they see how lost this person really is, and they see that there's a reason, there's a childhood that they have that has brought them to this miserable place. And the universe, through signs and synchronicities with the moon card, are going to be helping them angelically figure a way out on an inner journey. They're going to figure a way out, and they already feel that they're wearing a mask. They already know, even subconsciously, that they are playing a role and being fake. And you may fight with them and you may go, Steph, I have told them over and over again, this is what's going on, but they keep convincing themselves and telling me that that's not true. They keep sticking around with this person. They keep telling me that that's real love, that I'm just crazy, that I'm just being judgmental, that I'm just jealous. Steph, I've tried to help this person out of this toxic connection, but they won't listen. I've been here for years, holding my hand out, offering friendship and companionship and guidance and leadership, but they won't take it, Steph. So how do I know that they're going to take it? You don't know. Maybe you're the one that's putting your offer out and they haven't taken it so far. Maybe they will. All I know is in the prediction, they've been suffering for years. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. You know, this person that's rude, mean, and cruel has been disappointed in life for years, and this is what brought them there. And their karmas brought them together, because this other individual that is allowing this evil, toxic relationship in their life is allowing it for years too, because like we said about them, they were put down, their egos were destroyed long ago. They've tolerated this. They almost like it. Stockholm syndrome, if you will, for real. And I hate to say this, but it's going to take a little while. I hope you have patience. This takes a lot of years of healing. This isn't going to be an easy walk. Not for you. You may have been sitting here for years, who knows already. And you're just like, wow, I'm about ready to pull my pentacle away. I don't know how long they think I'm going to stay here. Maybe you've been here about 7, 8 years, maybe more. You're in a number 9 year. We all are. This is the year of endings. I honestly believe if you've been holding out that long, you're going to put your pentacle away. And you're just going to see what happens. I think that's righteous. Put it away. Put it away. This person needs to learn how to be better. Let them. They need to go on a number 9 inner journey. They're in the dark night of the soul. They're going to have to go walk through it. And if you've put in this many years and you don't want to tuck tail and go yet, then hang in there. It might be 2 more years. And if that scares you and there's no way you can handle that, then it's time to go. And if you're like, well, I've been here this long, what's 2 more years? Then hang in there. But this reading is going to require you to have some patience, because this is going to take a little bit more time for this person to fully learn, grow, heal, and get out of this. I'm sorry, but that's what's being said. If this involves your love relationship, let's get a romance angel on it and just see what they say for you. Spirit, what do you want to say for the viewer if this is a love connection? What do you want to say? This is a past life relationship. You've known each other before, and this person denies it. We have deception. They deny it, and they chase after new love. Yet they still have heart-to-heart conversations with you. Why? Because they feel safe with you. If that's you, just know very soon they are coming back. Very soon in the angelic size, could be 2 years, 2 of Pentacles, maybe just 1 year, Ace of Pentacles, could be 1 to 2 years range. But this person is coming too. And look, divine timing is at work in your love life, and maybe this is worth waiting for. This is a once in a lifetime connection. And honestly, if it's a once in a lifetime, I could wait as long as I need to wait, right? Bottom of the deck, overall bottom line, finances and career. These are issues, and they do play a factor in your connection with him or her. They do. If they didn't, if money wasn't an issue, they wouldn't be putting up with bribery and control manipulation from Mr. and Mrs. Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords over there. Okay? So money is an issue. It's a factor. If I were you, with the Ace of Pentacles twice, I would start focusing on financial blessings, calling in money, calling in financial support for you and your person. Not reunion, not revelations, not breakups, not, all the drama, because that already exists. Call in money, because money is power. And when people start getting money in their hands and they have power, you get to see the truth in their own actions. If this partner truly had all the money they needed and they didn't need this tyrant anymore, do you think they would stay? Or would they go? Peace out, tyrant. Don't want you, don't need you. But the big question is, would they come after you? And a lot of you get fearful and you doubt that. And you go, well, Steph, if they had money, I wonder if they would even come after me. I wonder if they would even want me, if they would even pursue me. Maybe they wouldn't. Maybe they would go after some totally different person if they had money. Listen, don't worry about that. The truth will be revealed. Justice card. Pray blessings. Call in blessings. Financial abundance on the both of you. Because maybe if you had all the money you needed, you wanted, you might be in a whole different place too. You might be across the sea. You might be in a whole different worldview. And maybe they wouldn't even catch your eye. Who knows? Who knows how this is going to play out? But the universe says, whatever's meant to be will be. And the one thing you guys should all be focusing on right now, instead of the love connection, is money, finances, and career. And I'm going to let that lead us into my next reading, which I'll be doing probably later today or tomorrow, which is going to be Libra through Pisces. And it's going to be about love and money. So if you are one of those zodiacs, please tune in. Okay, and watch out for that video so you guys can see what the predictions are going to be for money for you in your life. I think that's important, especially with this reading. Money, career, that's going to make a lot of changes. Okay, if you want to see Aries through Virgo, love and money predictions, please go to my videos for the lives. Check it out. Go watch those videos. That's going to be very helpful for you, especially for love and money right now. Yeah, please go watch that. So if you guys want to watch any more of my videos, don't check out my videos that are uploads. Don't go to where it actually says videos, because you're not going to see my latest work. You're going to want to go to lives. That's where all my work is. It is all in lives. Okay? So please go check that out. And I am looking for donations if you guys want to do a reading. Today, it is only $15 for 2 cards, and for $30, it would be a mini reading. Okay? This is going to be donations to help the homeless, obviously, and help sober living. People that are trying to change their lives, coming out of abuse, coming out of the worst stories you've ever heard in your life. I want to help these people. So I am taking donations, and in turn, I'm giving you readings. So if you want one, please go to the Phoenix House 1 on Cash App. Donate your $15 or your $30. And if you don't want to go there to donate, you can go to my website and donate there. And you'll see where it gives you the option to enter in your donation amount. Okay? And you can donate and just let me know what you've donated. If you donate more than $30, you're going to get quite a large reading, a lot of questions. Obviously, I'll be very grateful if you do more. The more the merrier, the more it goes a long way. But if you can't, if you can just do a small reading, $15 is fine. I can answer your questions with a couple cards. Okay? And please do that today if your name is not called for the free reading. But now I'm going to do a free reading, so make sure you are liked and subscribed to my channel to get the free reading. But let's go ahead and see who I'm going to pick. Thank you for watching me, guys. Appreciate you. All right. Today, the magic circle starts, oh, no, tomorrow, October 1st. Okay. And if you guys want to join the magic circle, forgot to tell you, I'd love you to. It's a great donation and a great service to yourself and me. And we get to practice magic for the next couple months. All right, the magic circle. So please join us. You get a free reading with your purchase of the magic circle. That's on my website. Absolutely free of charge reading. Kelsey, hey, Steph, can we set mine up? We haven't been able to get together and schedule it. I agree. Thank you for coming here, Kelsey. Let's do it. Are you available tonight or tomorrow? Tomorrow in the afternoon I'm available, like around this time, or tonight? Yes, this time tomorrow works. Okay. Then I will reach out to you tonight to give you the information so we could get live together. All right. Thank you so much. All right. So let's see. Rosa Shell Green, I don't think I've seen your name before, so I'll do a free reading for you. So let's ask me a question. Also, it's 11:11 in California over there and 12:11 where I'm at. Maybe that's a sign for you. But let me go ahead and answer your question. So Rochelle Green, what, Rochelle? Is it Rochelle or Roseshell? I'm not sure. It might be Rochelle. Oh, see, it's 11:11 in Los Angeles. There you go. So I thought that would be meaningful to you. All right. So what is your question? Spirit, please help me in a reading for Rochelle. Thank you, Doja. Rochelle. Okay, thank you so much. Will I step into foster care? Okay, let's take a look. I don't know how old you are or what your life path is, but what I feel is you are headed in the right direction. The very fact that foster care has come up into your life has purpose. Whether you're the one stepping into the foster care or you're going to be taking care of foster kids in the future. But foster care has a place in your life. It's part of your purpose. So keep an open mind as you step into this little venture that we call life, right? You're 43. Okay. Well, I didn't know. You never know. I feel like this has a reason and purpose in your life. And it's not just financial. There's a calling in your heart to change the way things are and to help others. And I feel a good connection between you and foster care. I feel a good connection and something to do with a garden. Maybe it's metaphorical. Maybe it's a garden of happy little faces, a garden of love. Maybe you're going to build a garden with them. I don't know, but this is like, it's beautiful. And I feel like in the garden, more and more adversity, more and more differences just make it more beautiful, if you will. So let's take a look. You still have a few more hurdles to get over, okay? There's a few more things that you need to take care of, and I feel like it has to do with logistics, paperwork, something to do with that, okay? There is more things for you to do. I'm sorry, but we're not over the hurdle yet. I know this is a little bit confusing. 7 of Pentacles there in reverse. And it's kind of like, what's going on and why? Okay, we have a little bit more questions than answers. The reason you cannot jump into it soon is there's some avenues not taken. There's some opportunities not grabbed, some choices that haven't been made yet that may change the way this is going to come out. So there's a few more things you have to look at before we can go further. The Tower, this is going to come crashing down. This is a shock. You might get told no. I don't know why you would be told no. Or maybe it's just no on a child you want, or it's not what you thought it was, perhaps. Like, there's going to be like, wait a minute, this isn't what I signed up for. This isn't what I thought it was going to be. Why are you so controlling? Or why is this, why are you going to, come to my house twice a month? Or why do you need to see these types of paperwork? Or, oh, the money's not going to come in like I thought it was going to come in. There's some kind of surprising thing that's going to happen in your journey into this foster care stuff that you're taking on. Do not take this as a no. Take it as a change in perception and a change in direction. Like, you're going to be doing it, but it's going to be in a different way. Hanged Man, you're going to need a little bit more patience. You're going to have to wait. Somebody's going to have to wait for the right time, for the right person, for the right yes, for the right paperwork, for the right something. Okay? So this is not a no. This is a not right now. Something else has to be done. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, there's a little bit more research that has to be had. Page of Swords. There's a financial woe that is urging this, pushing this forward. That might cause some issues, okay? Some stress, some drama, some feeling rejected, paperwork, abandonment. It's like, I'm trying to help people. Why is this so difficult? Why? I'm trying to move forward in this, not backwards. Spirit's like, hang on. It wasn't the right moment, or it wasn't the right person that you're working with. Something needs to be managed. It will come back again, judgment. And there is some kind of a leader, fathership, emperorship, older, more mature, more wise role that's going to come in and help. Okay. So there's going to be some hardships. There might even be some surprises, some shocking questions asked of you. Who knows? I've never done this before. I have zero idea what goes on in the foster care world, honestly. But from what the cards are telling me, not right now, but soon, there's some kind of additional paperwork or message that needs to come through. When it does, you're going to get your stability. Okay, you're going to get that chance. Ace of Cups. It's going to be a water baby. My family all does foster care, and I help monitor the children. It's lots of paperwork. Right, and I think there's probably a lot more than you know on the outside to get into it. And I feel like there might be some changes being made in the paperwork. You might even hear from them saying like, oh, there's some changes we just went through. There's a new blah, blah, blah in order. We need additional this, and that. Who knows? Like, there's like something. And you're like, oh, well, so-and-so didn't do that. So-and-so didn't have to do that. But they're like, well, there is. Okay. This is going to put things in motion for you. You are going to earn money from this, but it's not going to be what you thought it was. You're going to be financially good, but it's also going to change you emotionally. You're going to meet someone, maybe even a child, Page of Swords. that might change your perspective on life. And you know, divine timing. Sometimes we get halted in doing things because the right child wasn't going to go into your care. The right child is in works to go into your care. Two children, a girl and a boy. One of them suffered physical abuse, Ten of Swords, betrayal. When you look in their eyes, they're not a child. They've seen too much. And the other child is just dealing with abandonment and rejection wounds. Why am I not enough? They feel unworthy. These little souls are past life souls for you. You're going to meet again. There's a beautiful connection between you and these littles. And I think this energy is going to help you step up into an emperorship. Not only are you going to Not only are you going to be financially free, you're going to be a powerful voice for the ones that don't have it. You might be one of the leaders. You might be one of the voices in the future that come up and speak. You might be a movement. But more importantly, even if you're not that big, you're big in the roles of these kids' life. A very big person in their life. So there's something with the timing that the right souls have to be aligned with being in your care. Something was supposed to happen in July, but it didn't. Was it July 18th? Something was supposed to happen July 18th with your paperwork or with something. There was a delay. Make sure you do sage and other things in your home too. So we have healing from grief. This might be what they're needing from you. Healing from grief does not mean you have to forget who your parents were, what happened to you. There will always be a hole in their heart for who's not there, who wasn't there, who didn't protect them, what they didn't have, what they went through. And it will always hurt. But with time, it will hurt less and less often. Allow the power of grief to further their healing, and remember that love is forever. That's my heart going into it, yes. Well, good. And this is you telling them, listen, we're not going to forget what happened to you. We're not going to forget who your family was. But I'm going to help you heal. I'm going to help you be strong in knowing all of this. And it's going to hurt every now and then, but not forever. And that's really what your heart is in this. And that's what your purpose is going to be in these kids' lives, is a strength, a fortress, a shield, a father figure, if you will. You carry a masculine father figure energy, which is provider, protector, and healer, even in senses. So I'm sure there is a father role still somewhere in your energy, but you carry this role. And it's just that protective energy that you're carrying. Very protective. So, all right. So yes, I think foster care is in your future. It's going to be a delay, but it will be there. The number 11 is very powerful. Not only did you start out at 1111, here's the 11, which is also justice, the balancing act. And look what you need on your side, the justice system, right? So this is a very powerful tool, a very powerful Libran card for you, okay? So we're going to see how this is going to play out. the balancing act. And you're going to have to balance all kinds of things for your paperwork. That's what I'm hearing. You're going to have to walk a very tight rope to get through the tape, if you will. Is that the right word? The tape. You know what I mean. The red tape, is that what they call it? Yeah, there's going to be a very fine line. There's some things that have to be done. It says here, you are calm within no matter the frustration of your outer condition. Okay. There are times when things seem to be a bit topsy-turvy, and it feels as if you're juggling 1,000 balls in the air. Perhaps you're unsure of the footing. Now is the moment to evaluate the areas in your life that need balance, girl. They need it, and it's going to restore equilibrium, and things are going to work out as they should. They're going to unfold. There's a few things in your life, and it may be spiritual, it may be physical, it may be mental, financial, or just organization-wise. But there are some things in your life that need more balance. And once you reach that balance, honey, you're going to go full forward, Wheel of Fortune, right into this. So there's just a few loose ends here. Choose harmony over discord, and great success will be yours. You'll find inner stability when you choose a balanced and focused level path. So slow and steady, my friend. The home card did come up in reverse at the bottom of the deck, so that may be the issue. So I just kind of want to tap into that. Oh, the exposure ritual tonight, the spell work, is going to be probably after 7:30 my time, so sometime this evening. So we have, you are comfortable in your own skin and you belong. So this is in reverse and interesting. So it says here, if you don't feel at home, it's time to do a thorough and fearless inventory. What are you hiding from? Are you afraid of being yourself? Maybe there's some nerves. Maybe there's some nerves being around people in your home, you know? But do you feel that you don't belong where you are, or maybe you're not on the right footing? Does your understanding of home perhaps dictate that such a place must be unsafe, unstable, or unfulfilling? It's time to love yourself and create a new sense of safety and security in your home. You may have chosen a situation that is familiar to you and led you back to the original source of your pain. No matter, because this is an important and powerful invitation to a new you. Say no to the pain of the past. Say no to the voice of your inner critic. No to those who want to dim your light and make themselves brighter. Choose a new home. Take refuge in knowing that beauty and a true sense of belonging lie ahead. Okay? So there's something unsettling with you at home at this moment, whatever that may be. Grief, sorrow. I'm so sorry to hear your dad's passing. There's just a lot that needs to be settled in the energy in your home before this can happen. And maybe some security measures taken. You know, security system, Ring cameras, insurance in the home. You know, home insurance, renter's insurance. Check your neighbors, you know. Check all kinds of things. Like, you know what I mean? I'm sure you probably know. But yeah, so all in all, in a nutshell, based on your reading, I definitely feel that it's in your future. There's going to be some kind of a delay, but there's not going to be a no. And what is your fortune cookie outcome? Too much. Leaving messages and voicemails telling you I miss you. Why you gotta diss me? Too much. All right? Don't overdo it, obviously. You don't want to oversaturate, overdo anything. Be yourself, okay? True love is on the way for you, meant to be. All right? That may be personal. That may be for your love life. You don't have to overdo it. True love doesn't need you to overdo it. Okay? But those are the two little oracles you got. All right? You're very blessed. And if you've been experiencing some hardships and some struggles, I do see that ending. Okay? Ace of Swords. I do see it ending. You are going to have movement and change. You're going to see it. You're going to start to see some results this fall. All right. Well, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much. Did anyone else have a reading? Did you guys pay for a reading? You're welcome, Rochelle. I hope that resonated for you. Yes, moving forward. Oh, good. Oh, your dad sounds awesome. Valeria Vanity, can I pay for a small quick one? Yes. You can do Cash App, the Phoenix House 1. The link should be below. I think it's the same link, a different name, but same link. And you can go to my website and donate there if it's easier. With top of the line information. Oh, good. Well, I'm so glad. Thank you. That's comforting because I know nothing about what you're getting into, girl. So thank you. And Valeria, just let me know if it's a $15 or a $30. Let me know which one it is so I know how to do the cards. How much for a couple cards? I can send mine to that. Yeah, it changed. The name is the Phoenix House, or it should just be Phoenix House #1. That is the Cash App tag, excuse me. Okay, but it should be the same link. One card with bottom of the deck is $15. And 2 cards with one bottom of the deck plus an oracle is $30. You can't find the link to spell it right? Okay. I'll just spell it out for you here, okay? So go to Cash App. It's the money symbol for the tag, which should already be entered. And it's PHOENIX And then it's house, House. At the end, it's just the number 1. So Phoenix House 1, Phoenix, House 1. Yes. And if you want to verify the picture that's in the thumbnail, the little round circular image, it's got a white background and a black shape of a house, like the roof of a house, but with a black phoenix bird that kind of makes the shape of the roof of the house. So it's just a black and white thumbnail. And if you find that, that is my Cash App. But the link that is connected to my description underneath, it used to be Let That SHIT Go 1111. That was what I had for so many years. It's the same link, just a different name. So if you click it, it will probably still take you to my Cash App, even though it's a different name. Okay, so you're going to send 30. Okay. And let me know what question you would like answered. Spirit, please guide and direct me with these tarot cards for Valeria. We want the answers. We want the direction. We want proper guidance. Yes, I will. In fact, right after this, Doja. I sent it. I found it from your old name. Okay, thank you. All right. So, Valeria, what is your questions or question? What is it you want to know about? I opened up and got an immediate with someone, and now he ghosted me. Help me with what I should ask. Okay. So you opened up and you got intimate with this person, and now he ghosted you. You know, as I was shuffling, a little bonus here, I saw the 4 of Cups, and then I saw the King of Wands, bottoms of the deck, you know. And I just got this immediate feeling for you that you feel very hurt and unappreciated and even a little ashamed, you know. And let me tell you, this person was charismatic. He was smooth, attractive, alluring. He knew what to say. Okay, he knew how to say it. And he knew intuitively, honestly, what you needed, what you wanted to hear to get you to open up. This is something that this person does. But we're going to see what he is really feeling and thinking about the connection he shared with you. We're going to get some guidance. And I'm so sorry you went through that. Do not blame yourself for how he felt. Show me this person, please, that ghosted Valeria. Please show me. It's not good, girl. Have a seat. This is painful. Number one, this is karmic, okay? He was a karmic. It is karmic. This isn't the first time something like this has happened to you. Maybe in different ways, different amounts of time knowing someone, but this in general is a karmic thing that you keep looking at. And it is, you're loving and kind and vulnerable and real. And you feel like other people have that deep inside of them too. If that's deep inside of you, it's probably deep inside of people that cross your path. But that's not always the truth. And you're realizing some people, unfortunately, take advantage of a good person. And I think you already knew that inherently. You just gave him a lot more credit than he deserved or had earned. And you believed in the good in him, even past what maybe he believed. You felt a deep chemistry. You felt a deep connection. It felt like a soulmate energy, and this is because it is a karmic soulmate energy. This karmic soulmate energy has come to you before in a different body, and that karmic soulmate energy is in him now at this time. And honestly, how he thinks about your connection is that it's not lasting. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you. He feels like he's been around people like you before. Both of you guys, Magician and Queen of Swords in reverse, is exactly what my intuition told me, and I should have never trusted him. Yeah, your intuition did try. Air sign energies, Gemini, Libra energy there. And honestly, his thoughts about you was, I've been here before. I've done this before. I've been with girls like her before. It's very repetitive to him. He unfortunately has done this to more than one person. But it's funny because he thinks it's you that's repetitive. That you are a cookie cutter person. You're not. He is. He's the cookie cutter. He's the one creating situations in repetition for himself. Yet he wants to look at you like, yep, you're just like others. He wants to feel change. He wants to meet someone that's going to change him, make him see things differently, be a new version of himself. Wrong. This is where he's wrong, thinking that someone exteriorly is going to do that for him, that he's going to run into this person and they're just going to change his life. He keeps looking for someone on the outside to fix him, to heal him, to change him, to bring him up in some way. And then every time he gets close, he's like, no, that didn't happen. I'm not fixed. I got with you. It didn't change me. I'm still the same. You know? And so he's shocked. He's like, this didn't change me. It's almost like he opened up your heart, opened up your soul, hoping that you were the elixir that would just phenomenally change the makeup of his mind and his life, and it would just be like magic. And unfortunately for him, even as strong as your connection was as a karmic soulmate, it wasn't enough to do that, because nobody and no one ever will. It has to be from him. And he, Magician in the reverse here, not making the changes, not making the choices that are going to change his life. And if he thinks for 1 minute connecting with another human is going to instantly change the makeup of his life, boy, is he in for a lot of disappointing news. So how he feels about your connection right now, honestly, is I don't want to take it further. I don't see us having a future. I don't see this becoming anything. He started it off and he didn't finish it. And this is something that he's done in the past. He starts it off and he doesn't finish. And that's right, we're not saving these dudes. We're healing on the inside and moving on. It is naturally the healers, which is us, that unfortunately attract the broken. That is our karma. And that is the karmics, the broken ones. They come to us for healing and repair. But when you've already done your inner work and you've decided in yourself, I don't need to fix anyone, then the energy stops. And you're going to start seeing a change in your life that you're not going to fix people. And they're going to stop coming to you because you're not advertising that anymore. You said the prayer, if he's not for me, remove him from my life. And he's ghosted me, so I'm on track with you, Queen. Good. That's what's happening. You're like, nope, I'm not here to heal another broken man. Now, in your past, you've done it before. You've tried to heal a broken man. And we all have, girl, I'm guilty. I'm sure a lot of these ladies on here watching, if you're like listening in, you're like, oh, I'm definitely guilty. I've tried to heal a broken man. You know, we're all on the same boat, girly. That's why we're here. A lot of us healers have absolutely tried to heal broken people. That's our calling, to heal. But we forgot, as being a healer, we don't have to sacrifice ourselves to heal someone. We don't have to open our bodies to heal someone. We don't have to make them feel better by submitting to their needs. And that's what we're learning as divine feminines who are now the empresses in this timeline, to where we're like, okay, I can put my hands on you. I can do healing work. I can do prayers. I can do rituals. I can do all kinds of good things to help you get through your karmas and heal. But I do not need to open my body. I do not need to open my heart to hear your story, to have empathy. I can have a shield. I don't need to do it. You know, and now we can look at people with empathy and love people, even the men in our lives, with empathy, but back off when they need to go through the dark night. We need to back off and let them burn. Let them, you know, go through the karmic retribution they deserve. We need to do it. And so you just saw him for what he is. And the mask is off, karmic. I think he already felt that in you. When he got with you and you exchanged energy, he felt the divine feminine in you. And this is part of the reason he backed off, because he was like, whoa, this energy is very mature. This energy is very healed. This energy is very, very triggering, very, very triggering. And so you're triggering in him how to step up and be a better man, how the change is in him, not in you. And this is why he ghosted. He felt it. And you triggered him. Absolutely. And so, and Stephen, there you go. You recognize that energy too. Even being a man, that's okay. You've tried to help a lot of broken girls. Exactly. And that is the divine feminine in you. Not to say that you have to resonate with being a female, but having the mothering, healing goddess nature in you. You're very in tune with it. Maybe it has something to do with your numerology or your zodiac, but you resonate with that. And so this very much aligns with you too. And believe me, we trigger these people into their healing. And so how this person feels, Valeria, about you, and like why a lot of this has just set off into this ghosting BS, which is good for you, by the way, because you don't want him to play games in the first place. But it's a number one energy, and it's the beginning. It's the start. And how he feels is, again, like I said, triggered. And this is the beginning of his healing journey. You are healing. Even away from him, you are healing. That's your job. You're a healer. So when you get the Magician in reverse, it's a sign that, honey, he feels blocked. That his power, honey, is lacking. Oh yeah, big time for you. His masculine power is lacking. And he does not believe he has the ability to achieve what you would want and seek in a man. And he knows it. He feels it. He resonates in that. He's like, I do not have what it takes to be the right man for this woman. It's just an innate knowing. So it can also indicate that there is an energy of this person, honestly, and I think this is more the truth, of dishonesty. Okay? There's an energy in him that is dishonest, and he cannot be around the light because you will cast out that darkness. You will cast out his dishonesty. So he is a manipulator, and he knew exactly what to say and how to get you in the position that you were in. That is your karma, and you're learning to block that. But his karma is coming one way or another. Look what's creeping out, death, by the way. But yeah, he's very triggered, and honestly, it's just a very untrustworthy individual, and he knows that, and that's a lot of the reason he stepped off. Now, with the Queen of Swords in the reverse, you already know, because you're an air sign, you already know. Liar, manipulator, argumentative, a coward, okay? You don't like to be confronted with the truth, you know? That's Queen of Swords in reverse. Not a very fun person to be around. What a terrible energy to sit around. But this queen, and it doesn't have to be female, obviously, but the overall bottom line energy between you and him is this queen is not someone you want to come into contact with. You should have guarded yourself when your intuition said, don't trust this playboy. Don't trust this pretty eyes. Don't trust this sweet words. Don't trust it. Don't trust it. There's a reason he's Slick Rick. There's a reason, he can sell ice to a penguin. There's a reason he has the right key to open my karmic heart. There's a reason. There's a reason. And your intuition was like, come on now. So this person is detached from reality and also detached from their emotions. And honestly, they make people suffer. And whether they like it or not is not the topic of the day. It's the fact that they cause people to suffer. There is a complete lack of consideration for you, your feelings, your heart, your body, and your soul. A complete lack of consideration. And it is sheer, cruel, manipulative energy. And boy, does it feel toxic to be around. I think now you're just like, oh, it makes me cringe. Knowing that I opened up to this person, it just makes, why was I such a sucker? Why was I such a fool? Why did I just putty in their hands? Honey, nothing's wrong with you. Listen, you want love. You wanted what they were selling. You wanted what he was selling. He sold a beautiful picture. He presented a beautiful package. There's nothing wrong with a good person wanting that if it was genuine. I want everyone who's unfortunately opened up to the wrong person and you feel guilty about it to not beat yourself up because you are honest. You are real. You are worthy. God, you are. All you wanted was the goodness and the beauty and the love that they were selling you. That is all you wanted. Shame on them for being a liar. Shame on them for being manipulative. And bet your dollar they are going to be serving in karmic justice and in karmic jail tomorrow for it. They are not going to get away from the error in their actions. Okay? Do not feel bad that you opened up your heart, girl. We all on this channel, I'm sure is watching, have opened up our heart for the love to come in. We've forgiven, we've had mercy, we've overlooked people's downfalls and their hardships and their rough exteriors and all their little things. We have overlooked it and tried to see the good in them. They really shot themselves in the foot. They cut themselves short from having real love. They hurt themselves. And karma is already there and will already be delivered. They're not going to have what they seek. And the only thing that we have to worry about, and the only thing that you have to worry about, Valeria, is you don't have to worry about that. Now you know. Now you know. Now you know to trust yourself more. Look at that, 11:11. Well, 1:11 on the camera. I thought 11 people in the room. But now you know to listen to that inner voice, even if it's quick and quiet. And I mean, God, intuition is so quick, isn't it? It's a fraction of a second. As soon as your intuition hits, it's like a flash. Just as soon as it's there, it's gone. And you're like, what was that? I had a feeling. What was that? That's your intuition. Very quick, very fast, but it doesn't hang around, so we don't tend to listen to it because we're like, oh, well, if it's intuition, it would hang around longer. It would give me an ominous feeling. It would stare in my face. It would give me, an obvious sign. No, a lot of times your intuition is quick and quiet, but it's there and you knew it, you saw it, and now you're learning, I gotta listen to it. That was it right there. I don't know why I doubted myself. Your higher self is always going to try to protect you. And the karmic cycles that we go through will stop when we start listening to that. It will stop. And it means we're in tune with our higher self. That's what it will mean. And by us doing the work and learning from our mistakes and feeling the correction of the universe, we will know what kind of boundaries to have up, what kind of shield to have on. We'll have the ears to listen, the eyes to see, and the heart to feel. We will know. You just confirmed everything I was feeling and assuming from this extremely recent too. Well, good. Thank you. And now let's get an oracle for your life. Thank you for your donation, by the way. Spirit, guide and direct me for Valeria. What message and guidance do you want to give her? Be strong. You did know. Oh yeah, the polar bear. There's that strength, right? And polar bear is resilient. Spirit's like, you're resilient. You're going to get through this. This wasn't a major pitfall. This was just another part of your journey, just another difficult lesson, just another heartbreak, but you're going to get through it just like you did last time. And you're going to be wiser for it, stronger for it, better for it. But Spirit says, don't be ashamed that you asked Stephanie for help. Don't feel bad because you didn't listen to your intuition and you're paying for a tarot reading, something that you should already know. Spirit's like, I know you're telling yourself that. No, you need help. You need friends. You need to ask a psychic every now and then for some guidance to make sure you're on the right path, that you are on this path and you're on it right. You need that confirmation. It's like a green light. And you keep going further and further and further. Am I in the right direction? Am I crazy? Am I right? Am I feeling this right? Is it me? What? You need to see that green light because it's like, oh, I am. Keep going. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing the thing. So no guilt there. And let's read this. Okay. Valeria, receiving help and even delegating authority and interdependence. The Oracle's message is this: you've come to a point where going alone on this journey is no longer optimal for you. Yes, you're Miss Independent, but you need a friend. You need a confidant. You need a soul sister. Even if it's spirit to ask to be with you, you cannot do this alone right now. Life has a very powerful way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with you who can give you a leg up during this next phase in your journey. Help comes to you in all areas of your life where you need a boost. The trick is to accept that aid, so freely given. And when you embrace interdependence, allowing your team, allowing your friend, allowing someone to commingle with you, miracles do happen. Now is such a time. You know, I've learned this too, guys. Spells, rituals, earth work, all of that, it's good alone. It is good and it's awesome. But man, I've seen some much more powerful things happen in a coven. Much more powerful things happen in a circle where there's two or more gathered. I will be there, which is the Holy Spirit, source, creator, the power of the universe. When you gather with someone, there's some very powerful vortex that enters into the space. And believe me, things happen very quick. Anyways, in a relationship message, relationships that are healthy, they thrive on interdependence. It's important to recognize that you need others as much as they need you. You must allow people to support you, just as you are there for them. This is a time to be vulnerable, to speak up about your needs, and ask them to be fulfilled. Trust. You will be met with kindness and love from the people around you. Don't expect others to read your mind. Ask and it will be given. In prosperity, because you want to know about some money, girl. I don't know who shows up in a reading and doesn't want to know a little something about some money. Let's talk about some money, some abundance, okay? Now is the perfect time to seek advice from a mentor or a business advisor who has been there and wants to help you go up in this world, to help you get there too. If you do, you will receive a very good counsel that will aid you in your financial prosperity. It may also be the case that your endeavors have grown and you are in the position where you just can't do it all yourself. Time to bring on somebody who can give you a leg up. Trust that help is available and it will indeed appear. Delegate authority to those who can take steps towards this big dream. The perfect people will arrive at the perfect time, so long as you step forward with even just a mustard seed of faith. So I want you to think about who you can partner with, who you can take a class with, who's going to be your next mentor, what interests you. Real estate, investing in, digital coins of some such, getting into other money-making opportunities like starting your own business, whether it's a lemonade stand or an Etsy shop or a YouTube channel, whether it's foster caring, whether it's caring for the mentally ill. There's all kinds of ways to make money that is helpful too. Okay, I don't know. There's just so many different avenues. What are you doing that you need to collaborate? The cards are saying you need to collaborate. Maybe just listening to someone talk about how they made money. Maybe it's about changing your credit. Getting a credit mentor is very helpful. Be careful on who you pick. Pick a very trustworthy, age-old, recipe. You don't want to try and dabble in the new stuff where no one really knows. You don't want to trust AI and all that stuff. But, there's things where you're going to need some help because you can't quite go past the finish line here by yourself. There's spirits like, come on, who are we going to bring into the fold? Who's going to come in and help us out with prosperity and abundance? Who are we going to listen to? Who's going to guide us? Who's going to be on the journey with us? Whatever that may be. But you'll know what it is. Spirit's talking to you. You have a good intuition. You'll know what it is. But that's what the card's saying. Now, in a protection message, are you always interested in doing everything yourself? Have you just been, unfortunately, put in that position where you've always had to? Do you have little faith that people can actually do a good job like you? Or that people will actually come in and actually help? Are you carrying a burden that the world is doomed and you're just convinced that there's so much things on your shoulders alone? Your beliefs are about going it alone because not a lot of people can do what you do. Yes, it will make you feel strong, but it can also be vulnerable. Sometimes when you have to admit you need a helping hand. And to be vulnerable is to be good. You have a lesson to learn here. You must let someone else assist. You can't do life, quote unquote, all by yourself. You're not created for that. And once you shift your expectations, you'll be amazed at how quickly help arrives to give you a leg up. I want to offer some coaching to you guys based on your reading, Valeria. I feel called. If that's I feel called. My coaching is a 6-week experience, 4 to 6 weeks. I'm prepared to offer you guys that for half price, especially you, Valeria. I've come a long way from a lot. I don't want to get into it right now. But if you're, especially you, Valeria, your reading is like you need a mentor, you need a friend. You want someone maybe that feels aligned with you and has done some things and can help guide, even just as in many ways, like simple ways, like feng shui, rituals, health, finances. I've gone through a lot of stuff. I have a lot of answers. I'm a Gemini and a Sag. Come on now. But I want to offer this to you. So if you want to be on a journey with me for a short while, if you would like a friend, you want some mentorship, and there's different areas in your life, astrologically, numerologically, feng shui, financial, investments, business, womanhood, all of that, I've been there. I'm here. So if you want to, please go to my website. Just donate half price for what the mentorship program is. Just divide it by half. You can go pick the 4 or 6 weeks. Put in the notes in your donation, this is for the half price mentorship. I'll know and I'll get you set up. I'm going to do Doja Cell too. I feel like now is the time. It was held off for a long time with Doja. I don't know why. It was Saturn. And I was going through a lot with Sati Sati. And there was just, I don't know, it fell out of my hands. But now Saturn is easing up on me a lot. He's at the very end of my Sati Sati, thank God. And he's letting me catch up. He's in retrograde. So he's letting me catch up on things that I need to get into. I need to finish, which is the mentorship. So Doja Cell, you're the first one, and anyone else who wants to join, okay? In that course, we're going to really have a nice face-to-face. We're going to talk about your journey. We're going to have multiple sessions. We're going to see what's going on in your home, energy-wise, with your qi, feng shui. I have a lot of history with that. Vastu, feng shui. We're going to talk about what you wear. We're going to talk about your numerology, your astrology, your Chinese zodiac, your year, all of this stuff. So all comes into play. We're even going to get into your direction, your powerful direction in your home, all kinds of things. I have a bunch of tricks up my sleeve. But we're also going to talk about your psychology. We can do the cube test. We can do all kinds of things to figure out why you tick the way you tick and how to fix it, how to get results on things that you want, whether that's bringing somebody back into your life, whether that's changing, getting someone out, calling in money, whatever, especially money. And we'll talk more about it in the coaching. But just in general, guys, I have come from dire straits to very successful. Now, being very successful doesn't mean I don't have money needs. I think we always will. The more you get in, the more needs you have, the more responsibilities you have. But I came from being just a young person who really needed others and just did it all herself to someone who people needed. And that's a big shift. That's a big change. And my family ended up needing me, which was a big shift. And I went from, being on Section 8, being on welfare, being on food stamps, being on like a depression, many years ago, but nonetheless, going through that single motherhood, all these things. It was supposed to happen. It was for my journey to help others and to where I am now. And that was faith. And it wasn't hard work. You guys are like, oh, you must have had a lot of hard work. Don't let people sell you short on the hard work BS. It wasn't hard work to get where I'm at. It was spiritually trying. I will give them that. It was spiritually trying. But no, it wasn't hard. I did a few spells. I did a few rituals. I did a few prayers. I did inner work. I did a lot of healing. I opened up my eyes. I saw things. Okay. It changed me. And there was a couple particular things I did that relates to feng shui and vastu. It relates to a ritual. It relates to my divine feminine energy and my karmic path that changed my life. So let me tell you, astrology changed my life. The esoteric world changed my life. Spirit changed my life. But my faith saved me. My faith brought me out. Your faith is the key to all of this. Your belief, your faith is what is absolutely necessary. And it doesn't matter what workings you pick. Without that, none of it will work. So with the coaching, we'll talk more about how to strengthen your faith, how to empower your belief, how to empower yourself, how to feel good, and how to transform and all of that. But I really want to touch you in your coaching. I really want to get to the heart of who you are and what you need to come out, to transform, to be your phoenix. So I'd love to. And if you're thinking about it, please do so. Go to my website, jks1111.com. I've come quite a ways, guys. A lot of you guys haven't followed me my whole journey, but I do own 2 homes. I have 4 businesses. I'm successful enough to take care of others and myself. And I still struggle. I'm not a master by any means, but I know how to pull yourself out from the bottom because that's what I did. And my first $100,000 that I manifested was nothing short of what felt like a miracle. Coming from nothing to having that was like, what is this? What is this? That's the magic. That's the power we all have. And if you manifest bigger, it's going to get bigger. Okay? But we'll talk about it. Now, I'm in my sati sati. This is a very difficult period in my life. I need all my friends and all my family support here on YouTube. Donations go a long way. I'm doing a lot of big things for the people in need. And we could all really use your support. I can't do it by myself. There's no way. I gotta have my family. I gotta have my circle. I gotta have you guys. So please, if you find it in your heart today to donate to people in need, much worse off than yourself, please go to the Cash App called the Phoenix House. Donate. We're on Facebook also if you want to check that out. It's called the Phoenix House on Facebook if you want to see pictures and, see what's going on with that movement. That's my biggest, newest thing that's happening right now. But that's it. So if you also want to donate on my website, you can too. But show us some love. For every donation, I give you guys a reading. Thank you so much for watching me. I'm going to let you guys go. I'll see you later for the onion reveal expose ritual, a little spell. So it's not really a ritual, but it's a spell. Anyways, if you want to do that, join us later. It will be after 7:30 my time. I don't know what time, but after that point. All right, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Just keep swimming, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys. Bye, Ellen. Bye, Ling. I love you guys.